Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Film Title. Long distance relationships are complicated enough, but serious relationships with citizens of another country come with even more obstacles than just the distance. The United States allows some such couples to receive a K-1 or Fiance visa, but once that is obtained, the couple only has 90 days to decide once and for all if its relationship is truly built to last. Number 1. Emily and Sasha.
After I graduated from university, I decided to take a teaching job in Russia.
A fairly recent couple. What makes them so cringeworthy and crazy is the tension between Sasha and Emily's sister, Betsy. You see, Sasha has had children with 2 other women before meeting Emily, and with Emily, this is the baby number 3. Emily will also be Sasha's 3rd wife. Also, since Sasha is a total health nut, he even slyly body shames Betsy at times, as evidenced by the whole cereal incident. And while wedding dress shopping, Betsy even commented on how Emily's dress was right, but she wondered about whether Emily had the right grouch. And while wedding dress shopping, Betsy even commented on how Emily's dress was right, but she wondered aloud whether Emily had the right groom. Ouch. Number 2. Jason Hitch and Cassia Tavares.
What do you want to do? Buy them a bigger umbrella?
They seemed to like their relationship, and it was stable in the first 4 years after the show aired, but things quickly went downhill for the couple. According to In Touch, they filed for dissolution of their marriage after allegations of domestic violence. Cassia admitted that she called the cops on her husband during a fight, and she was charged with domestic battery. This was later dropped. This led to the two of them separating and living on their own. Number 3. Mark and Nikki. Their crazy age difference is likely the thing that people will remember most when it comes to Mark and Nikki. There was almost a 40-year age gap between Nikki from the Philippines and Mark from Maryland. Viewing them together was like watching a gender-swapped version of Harold and Maude. Plus, they were on totally different wavelengths. Mark, who had become a single parent at a young age, didn't want to have any more kids, and Nikki, at a meager 19 at the time, said she might want to have kids because of course, she would. She was only 19. Number 4. Nicole and Azan. A lot of the potential problems and ridiculous couples that might occur on 90 Day Fiancé are from cultural differences, and that couldn't be more of a case than with Nicole from Florida and Azan from Morocco. Azan admitted while sitting right next to Nicole that he was only about 55% attracted to her, which is, of course, a great foundation to build any relationship upon. But they're apparently still together, so maybe their relationship just appears to be rocky on the show, and perhaps they're actually happy in real life. Who's to say? Number 5. Kalani and Asulu. Kalani, who hails from California, and Asulu, who hails from Samoa, dressed up as Moana and Maui for Halloween, so they can't be all bad. But Asulu had some of the most out-of-control moments on the show by far. Maybe it was Asulu's comment that only slut people wear condoms, or perhaps it was his traditional dance at the airport that seemed to embarrass Kalani in the process. It's gonna be okay, Asulu. Number 6. Angela and Michael. This is like Mark and Nikki part 2, but reversed. Angela, from Georgia, and Michael, from Nigeria, can't even seem to get their visa process off the ground, so they haven't even started the 90 days in America yet. And while the age gap isn't quite as wide as Mark and Nikki's was, Michael's 31 and Angela's 53, everything gets weird and crazy when Michael starts getting into how he wants to have children with Angela that the chills start running up and down the spine. What makes Michael and Angela so different to watch though is all the foreplay stuff. I know love is love, but there are some things that I wish I could unsee. Number 7. Chantel and Pedro. A couple so reality TV that TLC even gave them their own spin-off show like they did with Honey Boo Boo. Chantel from Atlanta and Pedro from Santo Domingo mostly cringed because of their families. Especially Chantel's brother, who even got into a fist fight with Pedro. And while the veneer of reality is often ridiculously slim when it comes to 90 Day Fiancé, Pedro and Chantel's relationship seemed especially staged. It was as if the producers were purposely trying to steer the couple towards drama just to initiate a fight. Number 8. Ashley and Jay. Jay from Jamaica and Ashley from Pennsylvania are now getting a divorce, which seemed like an obvious conclusion if you watched the show, but it didn't seem so obvious to Ashley, which is why it was painful to watch them. All of Ashley's friends thought that Jay was a cheater, and Ashley had to find out for herself the hard way. It wasn't just the fact that Jay was a cheater though that made the couple so hard to watch. It was the fact that Jay was just so smarmy and uncontrollable. Number 9. George and Anfisa. George and Anfisa will go down as one of the most troubling relationships in the show's history. George, from California, and Anfisa, from Russia, didn't seem like a likely pair, but the two are still together, even though George will be serving a prison sentence for possession of hundreds of pounds of marijuana. Anfisa would scream at George and kick him out of his apartment, but the thing is, it was hard to feel sorry for George because he was dishonest and a jerk. Number 10. Colt and Larissa. I don't want to go so far as to say that Colt, or Colty as Larissa pronounced his name, had an Oedipal complex with his mother, but yeah, that relationship with his mother was really awkward to watch. Colt from Las Vegas and Larissa from Brazil were a super weird couple. For one, Larissa would explode with anger sometimes, and Colt would just sit there, smiling awkwardly, while other times, Colt would show no emotions whatsoever, even when people were arguing right in front of him. Larissa was just the worst, totally full of herself, but Colt was somehow even harder to watch due to his constant passive aggressiveness. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, be sure to watch the next 2 videos on your screen because I guarantee you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.